I still worry the entire time whether or not people are having a good time.
I mean, I thought everyone had a great time.
Act like you know how this goes.
Happy birthday, Remy!
Alisha, are you okay?
I will be okay.
You think people had fun tonight?
Ramble.
Pretty Basic. Huge thank you to Cozy Earth and HelloFresh for sponsoring this episode of Pretty Basic.
You want to start it off today?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Hi guys, welcome back to Pretty Basic. I am your co-host Remy Ashton Cruz.
And I am your co-host, Alisha Marie McDonald. Yes. My last name is not Marie.
I was just gonna say.
Okay, here's the thing. So many people don't know that Marie's not my last name, or they're like, whoa, what's your last name?
Yeah.
And it's not that, well, first, years ago with YouTube, it was like a thing. You don't really share your last name for safety reasons. It was like such a thing. Also, I was 15, 16 at the time, so it makes sense. But also, like, Alisha Marie just sounds better than Alisha McDonald.
I mean, I understand that.
You agree?
I know, I agree with it. I think I'm more puzzled by people thinking that your last name is Marie when Marie is like the most common middle name to ever exist. Even on YouTube, there are so many Maries.
Sierra Marie
Furtado. Selena Marie Gomez.
Danielle Marie. Selena Marie Gomez. Her middle name's Marie.
Yeah.
Oh
Team
my
Selena.
God. I had no
I'm just
idea.
saying that they're Team Selena. Anyways, yep.
Her YouTubers, we say her. There's so many.
she you're right.
JC Marie.
JC Marie. There are so many Maries.
And I know my grandma's name was Marie. So I know my middle name's Marie from her. So I'm assuming that's the case for like most people.
Yeah.
Like they're,
Okay, wait. Such a random tangent. We haven't even gotten into the episode yet. But I had these friends growing up who had the same, they just had one middle name that they passed down to everybody in the family. Isn't that interesting? I mean, middle names are an arbitrary thing. Like a lot of people don't even have
My
middle
dad
names.
doesn't have a middle name.
Ollie doesn't have a middle name.
Ollie doesn't?
No.
Ollie Marie.
Ollie Marie.
I should have said Ollie Marie.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Luna Marie.
Luna Marie.
Yes. So yes, today, I mean, we have a lot to catch up on. Very exciting episode. And we have a very big announcement.
This is actually really exciting because we vlogged in the behind the scenes of like this cover shoot for the new season and everything. And I was like, yeah, we want to do more fan activations. And you guys were freaking out. I had so many DMs and I was like, oh my God, I just casually said it. And it got me excited because people were really excited. And one of those things that has been in the works for quite a few months now is finally coming into fruition. And if you are listening to this the day that this episode comes out, listen up.
Listen up, people. From March 10th through 12th, Pretty Basic is doing a pop-up at the Grove because we are basic bitches, and we're going to do it at La La Land, which if you guys haven't been before, it's this adorable coffee shop that I feel like aligns very much with our values individually and Pretty Basic values. It's just like a very uplifting, positive coffee shop. When they literally give you your coffee or matcha or your pastry, whatever it is, they literally tell you like, you're beautiful, or just like cute little like affirmations. So I feel like it's very much in line with us. And if you happen to be at the Grove shopping, maybe you're getting something at Sephora, maybe you're buying a rare beauty blush, maybe you are getting some shoes at Nordstrom. I don't know. What else do you have at the Grove?
Well, I don't know. I had a moment. Did you see me like beaming, smiling at you?
I know. I was just trying to think, what else could you buy at the Grove?
No, I was like, also Grove being in LA. So if you live in the, greater area surrounding Los Angeles area, is that how you say it?
The greater,
I don't know.
That's a beautiful question. Maybe if you're in the Inland Empire, Orange County, San Diego.
I want my IE baddies to show up. That entire weekend, the whole cafe is going to be decked out with like Pretty Basic stuff, from merch, signature drinks, like little pop-ups, like cute little things. So go ahead, get some pics, like have your moment, which is so crazy because if you think about it, like a huge part of us on YouTube when we started, like going to the Grove was
oh my God, yes.
Dreaming of being Bethany Moda, having a pop-up at a mall like that. Like we're doing that. What the hell?
Literally almost moved to the apartment. I signed the lease to the apartment that, like Nordstrom on the corner.
Yes. And
like straight across the street, there is an apartment complex. I literally wanted to live there because all of my time in college and at my parents' house, I'd watch all my favorite YouTubers go to the Grove to go shopping and all these things. And it was like quintessential. That and lemonade were like the quintessential YouTuber things. So it's really cool. I am so excited. It's so crazy that we get to do these awesome things from just a podcast that we started on a whim. But here we are.
And we may or may not be stopping by one of those days. So definitely be sure to follow me, Remy, and the Pretty Basic official Instagram and socials, because we will be announcing, or we will not be announcing, if we're going to make a little stop by, pop in.
We will be announcing.
We will be.
You made it sound like we're not going to.
Well, I'm like, whatever. You're right.
We may or may not be announcing.
We may or may not be announcing. No. Sorry.
Are you okay?
I'm just like.
You want a hug?
No.
No hug. No hug.
I look like an egg.
You don't look like an egg.
I'm not banging today.
It's okay.
Anyways, be sure to follow us on socials, because we will be announcing when we're going to stop by sometime during the weekend to get some pics with you guys and just hang out and have a cute little meetup. So I'm just very excited.
It's been like a dream of mine to have a coffee sleeve. I mean, just for myself and or other people. So the fact that I get to take some home is very exciting.
I'm just excited to go and like see you guys be excited to go there and stuff too. So yeah, there's going to be so many exciting things. So mark it in your calendars, March 10th through the 12th in LA at the Grove at La La Land Cafe. We're so excited. I'm so excited.
Coffee in the Grove sounds pretty basic.
It really does.
No, it really does.
But it's amazing.
Perfect.
Okay, like you said, I feel like we do have a lot to catch them up on, and part of me feels like we should just get into the main one.
I think yes, but before, I think we should talk about Poot being in the building today.
So, you said I wasn't.
You called it out.
But that means you agree.
No, you said it, so it's just
I'm like
funny.
like this.
No, it's really not a big deal, but I feel like you should say it because it's funny.
Well, now, do I look like Poot?
You really don't, actually. Just you saying it was funny. From certain angles,
Is it because
yes.
I don't have a smoky...
It's just when the ponytail goes directly behind your head, then it's very
I'm like, as long as
adjacent.
on camera, everyone now just went straight to the YouTube video to see what's happening.
Please feel free to check it out, everyone. Well, tell them what Poot is. I'm sure they know, but tell them your Poot.
No.
Actually, it's actually Loot.
Lou, you're right. I think we should just have them look it up.
Okay. Come watch the YouTube video if you're listening strictly on audio. Unless you're driving, be safe. Don't text and drive. But go check out the YouTube video. You can see Loot in the flesh. We have a special guest here today. And then go do a deep dive on Poot Lovato. Mm-hmm. And then come back to the episode.
And comment below if we're serving Poot today.
Serving Loot.
Loot.
Yes.
I am Loot.
Loot.
Sounds like I am Groot. Wow, this whole episode has been so chaotic. But yes, anyways, Remy, the question everyone actually really wants to know. We went ring shopping, right?
We did go ring shopping.
How was it?
So if you guys missed the last episode, I talked about how Cal and I were planning on going ring shopping. Then we did go ring shopping, and I'm now sitting here. And I have many updates. I obviously was really excited. I mean, first off, we all know I've been an annoying bitch about engagements in general.
No, you haven't.
Well, let me preface this. Every time I do a Q&A, if I posted right now, ask me a question, 99% will be, when are you getting engaged? When are you and Cal getting engaged? How many kids are you having?
You know what question I used to get all the time?
What?
Are you and Mia still friends? What happened with you and Mia?
I mean, I've been there before, but it's nice that the tides have changed, but obviously people just want to know.
Totally.
And so whenever we do a Q&A, I'll throw one in there and discuss how we were planning on getting engaged this year at some point in time. I don't know. I genuinely have no idea when or where or what's happening, but we talked about that obviously as usually you do in a relationship. And so we went engagement ring shopping, and I posted a little TikTok/reel about it, just like being silly. I made the Ina Garden engagement chicken, which if you haven't heard about this, it's like a little fun myth in the food world where if you make this chicken, you will get proposed to. And I already knew we were going ring shopping, so I was like, perfect timing to stitch that together just to be a little troll.
I mean, there's only so many times you can stitch such things as that.
Very true. Exactly. Yeah. So I did that, and I posted the engagement chicken. And then I will say 99.99% of the comments were so nice and so excited because they love Cal. Not even that they love me. They love Cal. And then there was like 0.01% of people who, oh my God, it's honestly funny. They were like, oh, like, thank God you finally like forced him into getting into like proposing. Like, oh, all of your dramatics worked. And I just thought it was so funny because if you knew behind the scenes, no one should ever force another person for a lifelong commitment. Let's just say that first of all. Second of all, I feel like I mean, I know I've talked about it a lot, but it's solely because I just get asked a lot. But I've never had anything other to report than like what Cal and I talk about in our relationship behind the scenes of like, I do think it's normal and probably a good thing to discuss with your significant other timeline and engagement beforehand.
Oh my God, totally.
Is that making any sense?
No.
I just thought it was funny. People thought that I was like enforcing him to get down on one knee.
Well, what's crazy is like, I would not be your friend if that was the case. You're like, you literally are like, you better engage. Like, it's just so not you. So it's just funny. Like, it's funny to me.
I will say we went to Hawaii and there was a sunset and I was filming us. And so I thought it would be funny to like pretend to force him down. He was like, no.
Yeah.
Like we're always joking about it. And I've always known it will happen eventually, but I'm not one to force someone to propose to me. So if you think that I forced him, I didn't. But we did go ring shopping. I just thought it was so funny.
You're fine. Also, I feel like so many people are just getting engaged or or at least maybe it's just this is life in your late 20s of like, oh my God, like it's so, there's so many weddings this year. And this is my first year where there's so many weddings to go to. And it feels weird. I'm like, oh my God, I'm old.
I feel the same way. Actually, I mean, I don't have any weddings to go to, but I just feel, I feel the tides changing.
Like even like friends getting engaged too. Like, yeah, just there's a lot going on. But I'm so curious how it went. I was wanting full updates. I was like live updates, go. And then I had 2 meetings. So then I come back to my phone, 50 messages, and I missed everything. So please go.
Okay. So he asked me to go in January, and I just walked into his office to chat with him about something. And then he was like, oh, hey, I wanted to talk to you also. And I was like, about what? I thought that I was like in trouble or something. And he was like, it's about our engagement. And I freaked the fuck out. Like, I just was like, I was scared. I was like, about what? What's happening?
I could so
Fight or
see
flight.
you trying to like act cool though.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I was just like, wait, about what? Like I also, we're not engaged. So I was like, what are we talking about? And then he's like, can you sit down? So I sat down. He was like, I wanted to know if you would be interested in going ring shopping anytime soon. And I was like, my insides were like, ah! But on the outside, then I was cool. I was more just excited, obviously, that I wasn't getting broken up with because I was confused as to what was happening. And he was like, I would love to take you to go ring shopping. I think that it's time. I'm really excited. And I was like, oh my God, yes. So then we made an appointment and things were just so crazy in February that we pushed it till the end of February. So we went like only like a few days ago.
Your birthday month is
obviously
speaks for itself.
Priority. So we went and I was super excited. And then the morning of, I feel like I realized like, oh my God, this is a really big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Like this is the only time hopefully that I'll ever go do this. So I was really trying to take in all the morning, very excited about it. Also, I just want to say, I know ring shopping also isn't like super necessary. Mm-hmm. I think it just depends on the couple. Honestly, being frank, Cal and I didn't even know that ring shopping was like a thing until our friends went ring shopping.
I had heard of it where couples will go ring shopping to just figure out the size, what, your partner likes, if what they're wanting, because no one wants to spend a lot of money on a ring for it not to be like their first choice. But you still want it to be a surprise. So the whole intention is to go look at rings, see what you like, not buy one, but at least that way it's like, you know.
I think there's like so many different options and everything is different and perfect for every individual couple.
Totally.
So I think there's obviously there's beauty in everything. There's beauty in the idea of it being a full surprise. I also like the idea. I have some friends that went and narrowed it down to like 2 or 3 that they really loved and then let the guy choose whatever they wanted. And obviously that's just a specific situation, but they let their fiance choose which one. I love that too. And then there are people like me who I know exactly what I want. Yeah. I know exactly what setting. I know exactly down to a T of everything. And if Cal had surprised me, then I would have been just as happy. But he also was like, well, I want to get you what you want. Yeah. So that's just our specific relationship. But we went and on the morning of, I was like, oh my God, this is like really crazy. I felt very adult. I just felt like a new chapter of my life was beginning. And we went in and they were super nice and they took us to this room. And it was just crazy because obviously I've looked at rings before just at the mall when you're walking by, but never like shopping around for it. I've never put a ring on like that ever in my life.
Ever since you're a little girl, you always think about your wedding day. Obviously, we can blame Disney for that, you know. And you always see rings or dresses and you're like, oh, like that's beautiful, or like, oh, that's something I would want. But when it really actually, like, I actually don't know what I would want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like I haven't really sat and like thought realistically like what would I want. So I feel like it had to have been so weird being like, whoa, I'm the one going in to like look at this.
For sure.
Versus just hee for fun. Like,
I was so nervous.
Looking.
I was so nervous when it was actually just because Cal was there for moral support until like I kept asking him like, do you like this one or do you like this one? He's like, I like whatever you like. I like whatever you like. That's exactly what the girl said. She was like, perfect answer. And it was just crazy because I didn't realize, first of all, how similar they all look. Like I felt like it was dumb when I was there and I was like, this one. Can I look at these specifically? But from the top, they all look identical. But then when you get down, you know, when you go to the aquarium and they have those little wormies that like come out of the sand. And
my face went from like, yeah, to like,
no. There's a specific, I believe they're like a sea worm sort of thing. If anyone likes marine biology, then you know what I'm talking about. They have this specific species of like little sea worms that come straight out of the sand and you get down on your eye level and you look at them popping out. It was giving me that.
Okay, you know what this is giving me? I like how that's giving you aquarium. It was giving me when I have 50 selfies and I'm like, which one? They're all so different.
They're all so beautiful.
Different.
But so different in a little way.
Literally me this morning sending you 9 photos. I'm like, which one? They're all the same. Like they're the same.
I literally was like, I'm at the aquarium looking at all the worms. And but it is true. Each one was so different.
So unique.
But so special in their own way. Just like your selfies.
Thank you.
And I tried a bunch on, but here's the thing. I got chunky fingers. Okay, let's just put it out there. And I already was really nervous going into it that I knew they weren't going to have my ring size. Like, okay, no, let me take it back. I thought they'd have like a couple that were my ring size.
I honestly don't know how it works.
Let me tell you, all of them are a standard size 6 because they said, you know, after doing a lot of research, it seems as though the average ring size is a size 6. I'm a size 8.25.
Okay, but how are you supposed to, like, you want to see it on you?
Yes. Well, so then that's why. Okay, so I went and I was like, I'm so sorry. I like have, you know.
Don't apologize. Well, sorry, I keep cutting you off. Go.
No, it's fine. I mean, like, I was just already insecure about the thickness, the girthiness of my finger. So I was like, I'm so sorry. I just like, I know.
We love girth.
I've got like a little girth to my fingers. So do you have like some options for girthier fingers? And she was like, oh my gosh, well, I'll see what I have, but I'm going to be fully honest. Most of them are a size 6. And I was like, okay, no worries. So she was pulling them out and I was fucking shoving them down my finger. No, literally. And I had this quick moment because some were like fitting a little bit better than others. I don't know if it was based on like maybe the style or whatever it may be. I did have a flash moment in my head where I was like, the fire department will need to come.
Oh my God.
I was like, Cal was talking to the girl and I was, you know, when you're like twisting it to try and get it just like millimeter by millimeter come in. Yeah, I was twisting and my life was flashing before my eyes and I imagined the firefighters having to come up and cut it off my finger.
And you're like, well, Cal, this is the ring.
I guess this is it.
We got to pay for it.
Or do we go to the church across the street? So yes, I got it. I got that one off, thank God. I tried a bunch on.
I still feel like they should have more options.
I agree as well.
You know?
But I guess she was very nice and she was like, I mean, they can customize it, obviously. Like, they're not going to make me get a size 6 when I'm an 8.25.
Because they order it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is more so just to try on like the band style.
Yeah.
And so all of the bands at the specific place that I went to had like little cubic zirconias in them just to like get a look for what it might look like. But obviously when it comes to the actual diamond, whether you do a natural diamond, a lab grown diamond, a moissanite, cubic zirconia, whatever you do, like there's different shapes. You can do an oval, an emerald, a round, cushion.
Also, security wise, that makes sense that not all the rings are real diamonds.
Absolutely, exactly.
So much sense.
So I was like shoving them all on just to see the band style of what I liked, and I kind of knew what I wanted, but then I was very surprised. And also when you're like on the spot, you're like, I don't even know what's happening. I'm so nervous. My finger's too chunky for this. Like so many things are going through your head.
Yeah, I bet.
So I ended up narrowing it down to 3 that I loved, 2 of which I wasn't even expecting at all. And then once you like kind of secured the band style that I liked, then she like sat us down in a new little area and she had real diamonds like wrapped up.
Got it.
And like took the diamonds out of their little wrapping. And then she was like, oh, we can like hover it above the band that you like to kind of get an idea of what it would look like. Yeah, but obviously like you can't put it on there. So that was really cool. Okay, just seeing how beautiful they are. My God. Also,
I feel like I would never think, oh, I should go ring shopping. But hearing how much goes into it like that, I'm like, ooh, there is a lot. Like, that's a lot.
I think more so the fact that I walked away being like, oh, wow, I ended up going with exactly what I thought I was going to get. But there were very quick moments where I was like, oh, this is completely different than what I thought.
Even
and my brain was going
on your finger makes such a difference.
Yes.
It's like clothes on a hanger versus on. It's like, you may love it, but then you're like, wait, that actually, I don't like how that looks, or even, I don't know.
I think also just seeing, she brought out different sizes of actual diamonds to look at. And I think that also changes depending on the size of your finger. Like, as I said, I have a girthy finger. So things are going to look different on the side, like my finger based on like the average size 6 finger. If you have like a size 3 finger, like it just looks different, obviously, which there's nothing wrong with different sizes of diamonds, and whatever works for everybody works for everyone. Yeah. But it was just interesting, like seeing all of them even laid out on my fingers of like different carat size was really crazy.
This is so embarrassing. I don't know carats. Like, what's a lot? It's less, right?
No.
Or it's a lot.
Yeah.
So the more carats is the more expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, I always thought, for some reason I thought it was opposite.
I mean, I think carats is it's like weight. So it's like it's a form of weight. So smaller means it's lighter, which means it's
somehow
less.
In my brain, I think I always thought less is more with carats. Like, oh, it's only like it's 1, you know what I mean, or something. So maybe that's where, but then I'll hear people be like, it's 22 carat. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, like a Beyonce diamond is probably like 22 carats. Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
Like that. I remember she was like that yellow. Do you know?
Yeah.
The yellow emerald, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So
oh my God.
It was really cool. It was a really fun experience. I think more than anything, like as fun as it was, like I felt like a princess trying on
I was
things.
going to say, how did you feel leaving?
I was excited. I just felt like we walked out more than like the ring itself, which obviously the ring is like a really cool significance for our relationship, but it was just really cool to take that step into a new chapter together. Like it felt very official. It felt very committal. It just felt all these sorts of things just for like us as a couple, just like for Cal and I in that moment to like share that together was really cool. We were even like going to leave, and the lady, she was so nice, by the way. She was like, do you want to take a photo? And we were both like, and I was like, you know what? I do. Just to remember this moment.
For the memes. If I was there, I would have been so pissed if you didn't get one.
It's obviously not going anywhere. I just was like, it was a really cool moment to share together. And again, it's not necessary for every relationship, but I just thought it was a cool thing to do together. And I was so excited that he asked me to go.
Wait, I love.
And
I love that.
It was fun.
Love and love that.
Oh my God. Do you know why I feel so well rested right now?
Huh.
Because I slept in my Cozy Earth pajamas last night.
Wait, I haven't tried mine yet, but they're so soft.
You guys, we all know I'm a pajama connoisseur. I am very specific about my pajamas, and when I do like them, I love them. And I am going to be honest, I hadn't tried Cozy Earth before, but my God, will be sleeping in those for the rest of my life. I love a matching pajama set, and on top of that, when it's soft and cozy and it's like thin but not too thin and doesn't make you sweaty and just all of the above, I want to get home and put those on right now.
Do you have the pink ones?
I got the pink ones.
I have pink. I love them. Obviously, their pajamas are amazing, but they also have luxurious sheets and other bedding products, and you guys, like, you need to try them. They're named one of Oprah's favorite things in 2018. Cozy Earth's best-selling bamboo sheet set is temperature regulating and incredibly soft. I am a hot sleeper. Having temperature regulated sheets is game changing for me. Like the fact that I can wake up not in a puddle of sweat, amazing. It's disgusting.
I'm very particular not only about my pajamas, but also my bedding. You know this. I'm like the princess in the pea, and I tried so many pillows until I found the ones that I love. I'm so specific, and Cozy Earth's bedding collection is amazing. They have a variety of luxury pillows, sheets, blankets, and more. Their luxury bedding essentials are backed by a lengthy warranty, and the Cozy Earth's linen bedding collection adds casual elegance to any space and captures the fabric's breezy, timeless appeal.
Cozy Earth provided an exclusive offer for our listeners today. 35% off site-wide when you use the code PRETTYBASIC. That's CozyEarth.com and code PRETTYBASIC. That's CozyEarth.com and code PRETTYBASIC when you check out for 35% off.
moving forward, I have absolutely my friend Kim Tai, she went to the same exact place, did the same thing with her now husband, but she ring shopped. She was like, I chose what I wanted, and then I walked out the next door and I never heard from those people again. Like after that, he fully took over everything, which I know, if I'm being honest, I know Cal already bought it because he asked me last night.
Well, maybe he didn't.
No, I know he did because he called me. And he like left the room out of nowhere. And I was like, are you okay? Because I texted because he's gone for a while. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, I'm totally fine. And I was like, okay, cool. Like everything fine. He's like, yeah, I'm good. Just figured something was happening in the bathroom or something. And then he calls me out of nowhere and goes, just wondering, would you get insurance for this ring if you were buying it? I was like, yes, I would get insurance. And he's like, perfect. Okay. And then hung up. So I presume it was purchased.
But we don't know.
I don't know when the proposal's happening. I truly don't know. Also, if he were to get down on one knee and it was a completely different ring, that's also completely fine. I'm just saying all of this. But I don't know when it's happening. You're going to know before I do. So.
I just wish we could insert a clip right now of 2018 REMI in the old studio where you were like, am I ever gonna find love? Like blah 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 blah. Like, oh my God.
Look at her, you're so right. Yeah. That's so exciting.
You know, a few hair changes and veneers,
brunette blonde.
And a ring.
This
is fucking crazy. I'm sorry, this is weird. Oh my God. I was referring to friends of mine getting engaged, and now I'm like, oh my God, you're another one. Oh my God. Like, and I'm over here like, do I get another dog?
Like, answer, yes.
Yes. Not yet. I need time. But oh my God. Did I ever tell you about when my dad proposed to my mom?
No.
So when my dad, I growing up, you always like ask your parents, how did dad propose? Or mom, whatever.
Yeah.
In my case, dad.
Yes. Okay.
And, you always hear their stories. And I remember being older. I probably was like 8 or 9, maybe 10. I don't know. But I definitely remember being older, being like, wait, how did dad propose, Mom? And my mom's like, oh, it was really sweet. We were just like at his apartment and he was saying bye to me. And my dad's a very simple guy, like very, very simple, particular guy, not extravagant. He would never have like hundreds of thousands of roses, like nothing like that, right? Very, very simple. And they also had like hardly any money, like especially when they first got married. Oh my God. So she's telling me, and then she goes, yeah, I actually got really mad at him. And I was like, wait, what? So she said they were like hugging goodbye, and he just simply asked, will you marry me? Like he didn't get down on one knee. And I was like, he didn't get down on one knee? And she's like, no, like I thought it was cute, but like, yeah, he didn't. He didn't have a ring. So she was pissed because she was like, well, there's no ring. And she was like, I don't want to tell people I'm engaged if I don't have a ring because they're going to be like, where's the ring? And he was like, well, I wanted you to pick it out because I didn't want to get something you didn't like. And then like, what if I got something and you didn't like it? And I really wanted you to like, and that is so my dad. Like now that makes so much sense. But my mom was like, oh, I was so upset with him because I didn't want to tell anyone, but he was starting to tell people. And they were like, well, let me see the ring. And then she was like, but I didn't have a ring. So it was so funny. So then they went together to pick out the ring.
Cute.
But I bet he would have loved to go ring shopping so then he could know.
I think it's a perfect plan for a specific couple.
Type of person, like my dad.
Exactly. Wait, so have you ever asked him like how long had he been thinking about proposing? Like in that moment when he hugged her, was he like, I want to marry her?
No, he had already thought about it. Aww. Like that was him. Like I know he struggled for probably months being like, well, should I buy something? But I don't want her to not like he overthinks a lot of things like that. So like it just makes so much sense now knowing him. But I remember my mom being like, I was so pissed because she was like, I don't want to tell people until like I have a ring. You know what I mean? Especially then. I feel like now that's more common. But like back then, you know what I mean?
So cute.
Isn't that so cute though? I thought it was so funny.
That's so sweet. I
could see you having the same reaction.
Where's the ring?
Yeah, like, where's the ring?
Is it here? Yeah, I'm like flipping over rocks.
Like,
kicking down the
like,
ropes.
So we're just talking about it right now, right? Like I'm gonna need you to redo it.
I'm like so torn between I love obviously like a beautiful proposal with like roses and all these things, and like I think those are stunning, but I also think there is something so beautiful about something quaint like what your dad did. I don't know. I think they're all gorgeous. I think it's so important for if anyone is going to be proposing, like making it special and intimate and I don't know, just connecting with whatever they're choosing to do. I think that's perfect for your parents.
Oh my
Knowing
God,
them as people, I think that's like so perfect and beautiful.
But like Suze would hate that.
No. Suze would want
your mom would
the
hate
carpet
that.
rolled out.
Yes, she want the helicopter.
Exactly. Which is so funny because like as much like I am my mother's daughter, but also I do think like if something were to happen just very intimately between Cal and I, like I'd also be very happy with that. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that to him,
so
obviously.
Different. I feel like I think for me, granted, I'm sure it'll change when the time actually comes, but it's so hard to surprise me with things. I think more than anything, I would just want to be somewhat surprised. And I think that would make me so happy.
Okay.
Like the grand gestures, I don't fully love. I don't know. I just want to be surprised.
Okay. That's good to know.
So throw me off, bitch.
I will. I will.
Me the fuck
I will.
off.
I absolutely will.
But I'm going to be throwing you off too. Because I don't want you to know when it's coming.
I like wouldn't be that mad if I knew.
But like the whole point is you've been like, oh my God.
I know. I think I'd just be less mad if I knew than you would.
Like
I'm like, I would love a surprise, but also if it gets spoiled, then I'm like, that's fine. I was just talking to my friend about it because she's now married, but she was saying how her mom accidentally told her because I think the idea of like proposals, like this surprise proposal and all these things is like a very American way of thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Like, for instance, her mom is from Vietnam. So she was like, her mom didn't understand that it was like a big thing to have a surprise and all these things. So she totally just like spoiled it day of. And so she was like really sad. But she's also like, it's fine though. It's not the end of the world.
If I did figure it out though, I wouldn't tell anyone.
Oh,
because I think what I would love is internally taking notes and then like seeing my guy be like freaking out about little things. I think that would be very cute to me. I think I'd be like, I think it's happening. But I wouldn't say anything because I don't want to ruin anything.
For sure.
You know?
I love watching the TikToks where girls are getting ready. They're like, get ready with me because I think I'm getting proposed to tonight. And they're like doing their makeup and things. And then it ends up being true. I think it's so funny. Or Lauren's and she was like, am I getting proposed to? Or
that was funny.
Is there like a crazy amount of alcohol here for two people? Am I getting proposed to? Or did he bring a suit to their vacation?
Yes. Oh
Which
my
was
God.
so cute.
I listened to their whole episode about the engagement and I just like learned so much. Because I was like, oh my God, I really... Especially having such a small family, like Ashley's not married. I'm not close to any cousins or anything like that. So it's just interesting. Like I was like, oh my God, there's just things I've never thought about when it comes to like rings or shopping or all that kind of stuff.
What surprised you most about theirs?
I think one, the details of like how he was talking about the rings and the placements and the white gold here and like how she wanted gold, but then the cast of the yellow. And I'm like, I couldn't even tell you how to spot a real diamond versus a cloudy one or whatever the things I don't know.
For sure.
Yeah, interesting.
I agree with that until I sat there the other day and I will say like seeing it on its own individually, every diamond, no matter if it's like real or fake, like they're all so beautiful, but seeing them right next to each other, that's where you can see
I bet
a huge difference.
Even cars, I feel like it's similar to like when you see them in person, you're like, oh, they are so different. But like, I don't know.
Everything's like once you put them next to each other, but like at the end of the day,
like my selfies
individually, exactly. It does like you would have no idea.
This is a great analogy.
When you post your selfie on Instagram, like no one knows there were 85 other stunning options as well.
Stunning. Wow, thank you, because they weren't. But yeah, I'm like more hair, eyes down, eyes at camera.
So many options.
So many options.
As we all know, I love cooking and I also just love HelloFresh. I've worked with them for years. And when I tell you that HelloFresh is so convenient, the meals are always grand slams. They're so delicious. And if you have a boyfriend who doesn't know how to cook, but he wants to cook you something in the kitchen, get HelloFresh. I am a meatloaf lover and I want Cal to make me a meatloaf. So it's kind of perfect. As you know, you get this box that comes in the mail delivered straight to your door and everything is pre-portioned. And they have these cute little recipe cards that make it really easy. We love like a photo book situation. So you just literally follow the steps. I also love that you can omit things if you want. You can add things in if you want. It's like a nice loose idea if you want to build on that, or you can make it just how they instruct and it is always delicious.
My personal favorite thing is now that I live alone, I've been going through like my fridge smells so bad right now because the groceries are going bad and I love how everything is portioned.
Agreed. It's super, super convenient and you don't have to waste time like meal planning or shopping or anything like that. It's also affordable. As we all know, the cost of groceries is going up and up. Trust me, as a food influencer and a cooking influencer, I know the groceries are getting expensive. So it's the perfect time to get started with HelloFresh because HelloFresh is cheaper than grocery shopping and 25% less expensive than takeout.
HelloFresh also owns Green Chef, which means more great options. Go to HelloFresh.com/basic60 and use code BASIC60 for 60% off plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/basic60 and use code BASIC60 for 60% off plus free shipping. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit.
Okay, so obviously that was a big thing that happened. Also, my birthday party happened, which I'm not going to talk too much about because I know we are all, trust me, if I'm sick, everyone else is sick about hearing about my birthday. But birthday party happened. It was so much fun, but I know I said before that I was going to try to not worry about whether or not people were having a good time. I still worried the entire time whether or not people were having a good time, but I can say I think people did have a good time.
I mean, I thought everyone had a great time.
I can say Alisha Marie had a great time.
Dare I say I had the best time?
I think, and I will say I couldn't party that much because I didn't take into account how much I was going to be talking to just everybody. And I had a wonderful time doing that. But by doing so, I wasn't able to just like actually party. And I mean, I don't take shots because I'm not allowed to take shots, but bye, Alisha. But because I will throw up. So,
and you're stuck on a boat, not the vibe.
No, and like every time I want to take one, she goes, Remy.
I go, Remy,
which is true. And I'm glad you do that because otherwise who would have taken care of who that night?
No, it was so much fun. Honestly, it was like such a blast. I think next time I think you feel the pressure like an event to like network and not network, but mingle with people, say thank you for coming. But just like on your wedding day, you're gonna be like, hey, love you all, but like I'm here to have fun. You know what I mean? Like
love that idea.
So next time I'll be your bodyguard in that sense. I'll be like, oh, okay, we're gonna say hi to the next person. Okay, cool, let's go dance. You know, like
I will say I appreciated though, because I couldn't hold the party down. You innately knew it was time for you to shine.
You know, I'm just sorry that if y'all saw the TikTok and the reel of us that night, I'm so sorry that on your birthday you had to take care of me.
I accept your apology. No apology necessary. You know, first of all, I live for that shit.
No, okay, wait, what shit?
Taking care of people.
Okay, so yes, I was like, also so many, I got like a few comments being like, oh my God, is Alisha an alcoholic? And I was like, is she like literally? And I was like, no, here's the thing. I would have been fine just going to bed, but Remy is such a mom that she's like, let me take off your makeup. Like I could have done it, but I chose not to. Yeah. But Remy loves doing that. So that I just had to clarify that, you know, for the people who are wondering, they're like, oh no, you're 30 and you can't take off your makeup. I'm like, no. I would have at some point.
For sure. And also it was more of like a for me thing. Mm-hmm. Like if I didn't do that, I would have been mad at myself as your best friend. You didn't ask me to do anything.
Sometimes I wish I could do that for you.
That's fine. I mean, there have been so many times in our friendship where I was the dab and you took care of me. And now I just view it as me taking care of you. Also, we're not keeping score either. You know what I mean? Like,
no, but like in a loving way, I'm like, oh, I just want one video of me taking your makeup off.
Okay, then we can black out next weekend. Take water shots and let me take my shots.
Oh my God.
Okay.
That's been my thing lately.
Water shots? Not according to that TikTok.
No, not according to that TikTok, okay? But I feel like there's been twice this year where I'm already very drunk and someone comes into the group who is like, shots for everyone, let's go. And I'm like, I've reached my limit. Mm-hmm. Instead of being like, no, I won't take it, blah, blah, blah. And then people are like, no, take it, blah, blah. I'm just like the other night we were out and I had just asked for a cup of water and they gave me the tiniest cup ever. And I was like, what is this? Because I wanted like a thing of water, right? And then someone orders shots and I look, they're the same cups. So what did I do? I put my lime from my shot glass to my water glass and I was like, yeah!
You asked for a cup of water and they gave you a shot of water?
Yes! I was like, what is this? It was the exact same size.
Oh my God.
So I like chugged a little bit of the water, but then I was just like, moved my lime over and I was like, I was like, yeah, everyone! Because I was just like, I'm good right now, but like, you know, if someone bought it, I feel bad. And now I just clearly exposed myself. That happened. And then one time in New York, the same thing happened. Where I was like, I'm just already on that level and I don't want to take another one, but I don't want to like, you know, offend the person who bought them. Like that's expensive.
Then where do you put the shot?
You just put it to the side.
But then, so you're not taking it either way?
No, but either way, they get the satisfaction of like, yay, everyone's having fun.
Loves it. Okay, loves it, for sure. Well, I am so glad you had so much fun. I truly I'm happy. All I wanted was for people to have fun.
Yeah.
And the fact that you had a good time,
No, everyone did.
means the world to me.
You know what's funny? I knew I killed my vlog of your party. I was like, I killed it. Like, I had my light. I had my light. I had all my friends, the gays, love them, at different points, like helping me vlog. Right?
No, the way that every 30 minutes, it would be a new gay holding your light and vlog camera, vlogging you everywhere, following you around the fucking park. I was like, how is she getting everyone to do it? Was Paul, then it was Timmy, then it was Tommy, then it was Pranav. Like, it just kept bouncing
I just
around.
kept being like, oh, would you mind filming for 2 seconds? And then like I would like they would just
But they were having
me.
I was
they
they were
loved it.
having
They
a great
loved it.
time. Yeah.
So in my head, I was like, I killed this. I vlogged earlier that day. And I go to look at all my footage because I'm like, oh, I'm obviously going to have an hour's worth of footage. You know, I better start cutting through right now. I'm so excited to look at it. When I tell you, it was like the worst. It was so bad. It was so bad. And you had even asked, hey, can you send over footage? And I was like, yeah, I have so much for you. There was none. You probably didn't even use one.
I didn't use a single clip, Alisha. I asked her because I always do this at parties. I bring my vlog camera, but then I'm so busy talking that I don't have time to vlog. So I'll usually give it to like Eli or someone will take it. But then also I want them to party. So I'm like, have fun. But when I kept seeing your vlog camera everywhere, I was like, perfect. I'm sure she'll share it with me.
Footage.
She sends me the whole
I'm like, yeah,
file,
babes, I got you.
everything. I was like going through the clips. I was like, delete.
Delete. Even me, the cake. Like, I don't think I was recording. I think I was recording on my phone and I didn't realize I wasn't recording on my camera. Because I was like, I swear I recorded her like singing happy birthday and everything. No, like literally it was the worst footage I think I've ever recorded in my life. And it was so dark. The light somehow like my setting was like, it was like glitchy slow-mo in so many points.
It was slow-mo.
It was like slow,
dark.
like glitchy.
It was loud. It
Like,
was sweaty.
It was so bad. Clearly I thought I got amazing content. And then it's a good representation of how my night was because it was just a blur, you know, it was all a blur. And the next thing I remember is, you know, the boat docks, we're getting off. Everyone's like, let's go to the brig. Like, let's go here. And I'm like, okay, everyone go. I got the Uber. Like, I'm like, yes, I'm on it. So you had like shoes with you. You had this other like nice Chanel present with you. And you were like, I have to drop this off at our place before we go out because I am not carrying this and I'm not losing it. And I'm not making Cal hold it.
Exactly.
But I was like, Remy, like we have to go meet everyone. So everyone's texting me like, come now. And I'm like, all caps, on our way, coming now. Like, have fun, have a shot for me. Like, we'll be there so soon. Like everyone, literally everyone.
This is the conversation that happened in the car. You're in the back with Tommy. I'm in the front with Cal and we're on our way back. And I was probably like a level like 7 and I could have been like an 8.5 if I gotten home, had a couple drinks, but I was really just worried about my feet because my feet were also hurting. In the back of the car, you just go, so like, are we going to go now? Are we going to go now? Are we going to go to the brig? I'm like, no, Alisha, I have to go drop off my stuff. Okay. So should I call the Uber to the brig now? Should I just go right now? Should I just take us there? No, I have to go really drop off our stuff. Okay.
No, but
so should I just wait outside and you guys go in, you come back out? I was like, no.
So I kept in my head, I was like, oh, are you just running in to drop it off or are we going in? But I did not verbalize that.
Well, also you were like a level 9.5
Yeah.
and I was a level 6, did I say? Yeah, 6. So like it's fine. And I was just like, oh, just come inside with me.
But I heard myself saying the same thing, but I knew what I meant. I was like, but should I have it out front so it's ready?
Yeah.
Like
I mean, we should have actually.
I was like, should I but I'm glad we didn't because the second we got home, I ran up the 3 freaking flights of stairs this place had and hop in bed. Like I literally just, I jumped.
There were a lot of people there too. Like people from the party were waiting there for us.
I literally I did my thing where I run and I just ran upstairs. No one was in the room. I literally leapt into bed. I was like, okay, I'm not going out. And I had just told so many people like, we're coming now. And then
if you had told me, I wouldn't have let us get out of the car though.
But I think in my head I was like, we're here. There's no way I'm going back out.
Well, I wish I had known that, but we pull up to the house. Everybody disperses. Cal's friends are waiting for us. Shane and Lily were there because she is 6 months pregnant. And I went to pee. And then I went to the living room and I was like chit-chatting with people. And then I was like, where did she go?
I heard that.
And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go check on her. So I went up. I figured you were changing. I walked all the way up the stairs. I look in the bed, in the fetal position, in her little silver Hershey's Kiss dress.
My silver Chipotle burrito tinfoil
You were
dress.
just like in a little fetal
Full
position.
glam.
And I was like, let's go. And you were like, no. And I was like, come on, like, let's go. I changed my shoes. Let's go. You're like, no. And then you went throw up and you got up and you ran to the bathroom.
I was like, I think I'll throw up.
But luckily, I do not have, is it emetophobia?
Oh, yes. The throwing up thing.
Yes. Because
I don't. Yes.
yeah, no. Because I was just holding the bangs and you were just, I was like, it's good,
On the
girl.
bangs.
You
Also,
got it, girl.
I actually, did I not say we need to order lunch like for dinner multiple times that day?
I was also on board.
Yes.
I was getting mad.
And no, I was too. Because I was like, guys, we know what happened. I should have said this. No, I should have known this. Alicia, you know what happens when you don't eat dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of, guys, we know what happens when we don't eat dinner.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
my
that was
bad.
on us. We should have just gotten ourselves food.
Yes.
I ate some leftover sandwich in the fridge.
And that's where I took the L because I didn't have dinner. So that was the only problem for me.
I understand that.
So that's
and
my
then
fault.
while you were yakking, then Tommy came up and he was like from the video clips that we had,
Pure chaos.
there were like 30 more minutes of that.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it went on for a long time. And then in my head, I was like, oh, this is funny. Tommy should film this.
Yeah.
But we'd already gone through a lot
Yeah.
of that. And so Tommy's filming. If you guys don't know, Tommy's my manager, who's like genuinely the funniest person I know
Love it.
ever. And so I took it upon myself to wash her makeup off. Again, she didn't ask me to do this. I decided to do this. And also I was still pretty like tipsy in this
Yeah.
moment where I was like, I set my mind on it. I was like, she's not sleeping with her. She can stay, but she's not sleeping with her makeup on
Yeah.
now. So then I'm like, you're laying in the fetal position on the floor, which you love, the cold, hard floor. And I remember thinking like, oh, I want to take her makeup off, but I don't have wipes. So I need to use either like a cleansing balm or an oil. We're going to double cleanse. We're doing the full thing. Shout out Creme Shop. So I like put a washcloth under your face, like on the floor. And I was like still drunk, like trying to take your makeup off. And then I remember asking if you had contacts in. And
I
then
did.
you did. And we tried to take those out for a while. You wouldn't let me touch your eyeball, which I understand. And Tommy's literally just standing there filming. And then Cal comes in. And now Cal's also really drunk. And when Cal's drunk, we call him Kyle. Kyle was screaming at us. What's going on?
He's
Alisha,
like,
are you okay?
No, he's like, I don't want to leave you. And you're like, go without me. And I was like, live your best life.
You were like, it's okay, just go. And I was like, I'm not leaving. Like, I feel like you were actually asking me to leave. And I was like, no.
It was funny though, because I really wasn't that bad. I know it looked like it, but that's why I was like, no, like, please go have fun. Like, I'm just gonna sleep. Like, but
For sure.
but yeah, it was funny. So you guys should go watch that video. But it was pure chaos and it was actually really hilarious. It was another time where I was like, oh, do I want this on the internet?
We posted it and all of the comments on TikTok were like, can't wait to hear about this on the pod. Can't wait to hear.
Oh my God.
Wait, let's see how many views we're at now. Do you want to guess?
No. Shut up.
2.2 million.
No.
But
Content, baby, content.
264,300 people liked it.
Yeah, it's relatable.
That's really nice.
You know what my favorite thing is this is just stuff I used to hide and now I'm not hiding it.
I saw so many comments that were like, every day Alisha Marie becomes a little bit more relatable to me now. Which is, I mean, it's true. The amount of times that like we've thrown up, we've had to pull the Uber over to throw up, or we've had to, had fallen off a bar, a lot of things that I'm sure a lot of other people do, but like just don't talk about. Mm-hmm. We have no problem sharing with the world.
I think it's just because like we're just not like other girls,
Don't.
Don't.
We're actually exactly like all other girls.
We're pretty basic.
Well, on that note, guys, that is the recap of ring shopping and birthday party. And the month of REMI is over. Don't worry, everyone. Yay!
Yay! And Alisha going viral for poor choices.
And then the month of Alicia's coming up very soon.
I don't know what I want to do for my birthday. I'm turning 30.
I
This
can't
is
believe
a
you're turning
big
30.
freaking deal. But I feel, actually this makes sense with me. I think it's because it's such a big deal. I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm like, I don't even know if I want to do anything. I usually want to do a trip. But at the same time, I'm like, I feel like we're traveling, so I don't know. So I need help. So please sound off in the comments being like, this is what you should do. Because I'm like, I don't want to do anything. But I know I'm going to regret nothing if I do nothing.
30 is a big year. I feel like the big ones are like 1, 13, 21.
16,
Oh,
21,
16,
30, 40.
21, 30.
Like
and then like 60. I feel like
over
after
the
30.
hill, 40 is like
That's
ugh.
50.
50's over the hill.
Mhm.
Oh,
Maybe 50.
you're right. That's the hill. The
But
hill
you have
of life.
a big one coming up.
I know. We'll see. Anyways, thank you so much for watching Pretty Basic. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and if you are in LA, March 10th through 12th, come to La La Land Cafe for our pop-up, and we may be there one day, so follow us on socials.
At the Grove. Don't miss it. Love you guys. Catch you next
Bye.
time. Bye.